sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The keeper of the light sounds the foghorn.
I'm out there to get your door, though. You know, but I don't know what I'm gonna do though. Just ride it out, see what the team look like. I gotta make some trades though.
On the Raiders sideline, Pete Carroll, head coach here in New England, remember, back 1997 to 99. His counterpart, Mike Vrabel, 6 years the head man in Tennessee, now in year 1 as the head coach of the Patriots. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. So the Raiders come out, and Greg, they make a change at quarterback in the offseason. It is now year 13 for Geno Smith, but year 1 in silver and black.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves. Thinking, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And man, you get through that first game and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. Can be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today. Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it, and boy, did they ever.
On second down, Smith. That's brought in by Myers. And he's taken down until he gets to the 32-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. He'll go right back to Myers. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. At the 41-yard line. Now, Geno. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. And the Las Vegas 1st down. Here's Smith. Flush to his right.
Oh.
Get rid of it.
Oh, bet.
Tight ends here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Geno. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Back in and a couple. Now Genty. Good blocking to the 15. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5. At the 5-yard line. 1st down, Las Vegas. Here's Genty. And that play.
Hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not.
That's touchdown. Let's go. 1st touchdown to Madden 26.
Touchdown Raiders. For Geno, career
That
touchdown has number 106.
That
his
bet.
1st in silver and black. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their 2nd-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. It's 2nd and out of the gun.
Got him, coach. Got him, coach.
He goes back inside the 20-yard line. Brandon Roberts. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive. On 3rd and long, here's May. Got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Coverage there to make sure he did not get free. And Greg, this was a contender for a big change with 4-13 a year ago. And boy, did the Raiders do that in the offseason, in the draft, and free agency, but maybe most importantly, with the new head coach. What does Pete Carroll bring to the silver and black?
Yeah, I think the thing that is so true about Pete is just his ability to be consistent. You know, no matter what team it was on.
Brock Bauer.
USC days when he built that juggernaut, and then obviously the identity
Brock Bauer.
of the culture he brought to Seattle and their sustained success over a long period of time. He goes out, he brings in a very familiar face from Seattle. They trade for Geno Smith. They get Ashton Jeanty in the draft. This has the early makings of that ground and pound, play great defense, manage the game at quarterback that we saw Pete Carroll turn Seattle around pretty quickly years ago. So he's going to continue to stay true to his method, stay true to his process. And if it's anything like what we've seen before, I don't expect Las Vegas to be down very low. On your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what?
Oh! That ball intercepted.
Yeah.
Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah.
And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
Damn, overthrew it. Jeanty was open, overthrew him though. Yeah.
Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. We'll go play action with May. He can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Madden, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. 3rd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's May, and that is incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. Here's Bryce Behringer now. He's on for the 2nd time to try to get something inside the 10. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Raiders offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Greg, you take a step back and look at the AFC West big picture. This is historic stuff. Chiefs are going for a 10th straight division title, but you have to remember, 2 other teams in this division won double-digit games last year. So the question is, are the Chargers and the Broncos that far behind Kansas City?
You know, it sounds crazy when you mentioned 9 in a row. You think, oh, they're just going to continue to run away with it. But I'm actually fascinated by this division. I think LA and Denver are a lot closer to this year's version of Kansas City, maybe than there's a lot of talk about around the rest of the league. So until someone beats them, you'd be crazy to not pick Kansas City. But last year it was a 4-game and a 5-game spread between them. I think this year, come down the stretch, that spread is going to be a lot tighter.
No, Greg, I'm thinking if I'm a fan or even in the front office for the Chargers, for the Broncos, or the Raiders, do I build my team to try to knock off the king of the hill? Because you only play Kansas City 2 of those 17 games. So how do you factor that into your construction?
Yeah, I think it's such a great point. It's really fascinating to dive into. And while I wouldn't necessarily build my roster to just beat Kansas City or to just beat whoever you view as the top team in the division, you do want to find some commonalities among your 3 division opponents and make sure you are built to play within your division. That's 6 of the 17 now. Winning the division, you get you home playoff games. There's a lot on the line when you win your division and compete for that title. So, yes, every team has to build their roster. If you have a bunch of really good quarterbacks, you better be able to rush the passer and play pass coverage. If you're playing a lot of ground and pound, big running backs, you better be really good on the inside in defense and be able to defend them.
They'll go play action. It's Smith. That's a short one.
Bauer.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Raider first down. Gino to throw. That's left side to Tucker. And they're going to get this all. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Genty.
Let's go.
He is in. Touchdown Raiders.
That's his first touchdown in his career.
To add the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders move out on top. 14. Bring Mike Vrabel in here, and Greg, it feels a little bit different around this Patriots squad.
It does, and listen, there's no question. In the NFL, Mike, we all know
Where you going?
need to be good at
Off
two
on
spots,
Coop, tackle.
consistent over any period of time. And that's head coach, and they believe they got their guy in Mike Vrabel after the one-year tryout of Gerard Mayo. They feel like they finally landed on the person who can carry on that Patriots legacy, that identity. And then, of course, you need to be competitive and you need to be set at the quarterback position. And now going into year 2, Drake May, in the midst of chaos last year, Mike, he was pretty good. I mean, he did a lot of really good things with some really bad things going on around him. So they think they've got the quarterback checked. They think they've got their head coach of the future. Now just continue to build that roster, build
throw it away.
And this is going to go a long way towards doing that.
After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for New England. This will be returnable from his own 15.
And so near the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open.
Dante Thornton. Dante Thornton.
And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. He's had a lot of success throwing the ball early. Look at the numbers. Already up over 200 passing yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Smith. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown. It was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Did they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive?
Let's go. Trey Tucker.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Carlson now for the extra point. He gets it to go. We go down to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now, and it starts with a good one in the AFC West. Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Today is the day. The debut of our new halftime
they
show.
got Scott Hanson
Buckle
on
up,
it.
everyone. I think you're going to like it. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And here's the scoreboard in the early window of the last week of the regular season. What I wouldn't give for an Octobox right now. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive. A one-sided affair through two quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Jones now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. 5 straight division titles. It's hard to see who can knock them off that perch rate.
Yeah, and I think until someone decides that that's going to change, I think you just have to assume that Buffalo remains the king of the East. And I think when you look at the bottom of the division with the Jets and New England, they're clearly in a rebuild. Quarterback, coaching staff, trying to kind of get themselves out of the bottom of the division. Miami seems to me, I don't know if they're ready to compete necessarily with Buffalo directly, but Miami is a playoff caliber roster.
In trouble, and down he goes.
Yes, that Q gets. That gets, she's supposed to be pretty good.
Because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
May to throw on second down. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Now May. This one complete to Bourne.
Damn.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
That's another Patriots. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
May gonna hold on to this one. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain. Try again. It's second and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Stevenson. And he'll get
Man, you ain't running the ball, bruh.
back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Trying to keep the drive alive. We're going to have to convert on third and 9. To throw now. May. That's hauled in at the 2.
I don't know how he held on to that.
Not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
Is on for the Patriots field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
The kick is back is Smith.
Bowers.
That's caught left side by Bowers. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Here's first and 10. Working out of the gun. Smith out to his right. Make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, they'll start out with Stevenson.
Second and 7.
Keep it on the ground with Genty.
Ooh, good run, Genty.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and inches.
They'll try to pick it up with Genty, and he is going to have the Raiders first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on third and inches.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on third down, and they just can't make a play.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. There are 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Here's Gino. Catch man, right side by Thomas. He's taken down just shy of the 10. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. From the gun, it's Gino. Throwing it right into the
Let's
hands
go.
of his running back.
Genty.
And he's in. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his second touchdown here in week 1. Now Carlson to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Raiders stretching. This is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. To struggle like this has got to be a tough field.
Yeah, we've never spoken to a team before their week 1 matchup where they didn't tell us this is the best training camp they've ever had. It's the best roster they've ever had. I mean, how many times have we heard that? So in this case, though, Mike, I think you have to be careful that you don't overcorrect. Of course, this did not go according to plan. This is not what they've been building to through their entire offseason schedule, but it's still also just one game. So don't throw everything in the garbage and start all over.
Stephon Diggs ain't did nothing the whole game.
On third down is May.
That's it.
That's going to be intercepted
Corian Bennett.
in the end zone. Picked up by Jacorian Bennett.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
He gets this one to Tucker. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. Keno now on 1st and 10. Ball game. Once again, it's Genty. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
13 yards. And the Las Vegas.
They'll go again with Genty. And will be brought down there.
That's game.
Put a wrap on this one. Time has expired.
Football is back. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is the new EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 1 of the 2025 regular season. Lots to get you caught up on. Why don't we start out in Foxborough? The Patriots at home to take on the Raiders. And it's the first running back taken in the draft, Ashton Genty. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns as they host the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, they
This
got
is the
highlights
former Brown,
from other
Amari
games.
Cooper. Playing like street football. Everyone go deep, and this time it works. The Bengals come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. And this is Jordan Love. Hooking up with his man for the touchdown here, one of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. The Packers wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. That'll do it for us. Until next week,
They show a little
Scott Hansen in
highlight show.
Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.